In the annals of maritime history, there are tales so harrowing, so chilling, they seem ripped straight from the darkest corners of nightmares. Prepare to be transported to a realm where the ocean's fury knows no bounds and human darkness finds its depths, rivaled only by the abyss below. We invite you to join us today as we navigate treacherous waters and confront the darkest depths of the sea. No one. The Great Storm of 1703 to 1704. The Great Storm of 1703 to 1704, also known as the Hurricane of 1703, is considered one of the most violent and devastating storms in recorded history. It ravaged vast areas of northern Europe, including England, Scotland, and the Netherlands, during the autumn of 1703 and the early hours of 1704. This catastrophic event caused widespread destruction, claiming countless lives and leaving an indelible mark on maritime history. The storm originated as a tropical weather system in the Atlantic Ocean. As it moved across the North Sea towards northwestern Europe, it intensified rapidly, developing into a powerful extratropical cyclone. Its impact was felt first in England and Scotland, where high winds, torrential rain, and massive waves wreaked havoc. Entire fleets of ships were lost at sea, and coastal communities were utterly devastated. The storm surge caused massive flooding, inundating low-lying areas and causing extensive property damage. Many towns and villages were submerged, and their inhabitants were left struggling to survive amidst the ruins. The storm then moved across the North Sea into the Netherlands, where it continued to cause widespread destruction. The Dutch coastal defenses, renowned for their engineering marvels, were put to the ultimate test. Seawater surged over the dams, inundating vast areas of land and causing significant loss of life. The economic impact on the Netherlands was severe. Homes, farms, and businesses were destroyed, leading to widespread financial ruin. The true extent of the devastation was not fully realized until the aftermath, when the full scale of the damage became apparent. It was a scene of utter devastation. Homes and buildings were leveled, crops and livestock were destroyed, and entire communities were left reeling from the catastrophe. The death toll was staggering, with thousands of lives lost across the affected regions. Entire families were wiped out, and many survivors were left homeless and destitute. The recovery process was slow and arduous. Communities came together to help rebuild their towns and support their fellow citizens. However, the scars left by the storm ran deep. The physical wounds eventually healed, but the psychological impact lingered for generations. The memory of the Great Storm of 1703 to 1704 served as a stark reminder of the immense power of nature and the fragility of human existence in the face of its wrath. Coastal communities along northwestern Europe redoubled their efforts to strengthen defenses and prepare for future storms. Number 2, the Mary Celeste. The Mary Celeste, an American merchant ship, embarked on a journey from New York to Genoa, Italy in 1872, laden with a cargo of industrial alcohol. The ship's route took it across the Atlantic Ocean, where it was scheduled to deliver its valuable cargo to eager buyers. However, the voyage was marred by a mysterious and unsettling incident that has become a prominent maritime mystery to this day. About halfway through the journey, the captain of the Mary Celeste, Benjamin Briggs, along with his wife and 7-year-old daughter, along with 4 crew members, noticed signs of a severe storm approaching. As the storm hit, the crew dropped anchor to ride out the turbulent weather. Unfortunately, a sudden squall arose, causing the anchor to drag and the ship to drift further offshore. The Mary Celeste found itself tossed around by the relentless waves and winds, endangering the safety of the vessel and its occupants. Amidst the chaos, the crew desperately tried to regain control of the ship. They maneuvered the Mary Celeste by using its sails to bring it back on course and away from the dangerous waters it was drifting toward. Despite their best efforts, the ship continued to suffer damage. The masts and rigging took heavy blows from the storm, compromising the structural integrity of the vessel. Fearful for their safety, the crew decided to abandon ship and send out distress signals. To increase their chances of being spotted, several crew members donned bright-colored clothing and climbed to the highest points of the ship to signal for help.
As
the crew waited anxiously for rescue, they faced the grim reality of their fate.
Out.
Without proper lifeboats or lifebuoys, the crew knew that if they were not rescued promptly, they would likely perish in the unforgiving sea. The crew members took turns keeping watch over the horizon, scanning the vast expanse of the ocean, hoping to catch a glimpse of a friendly ship or boat that could offer them salvation. However, as hours turned into days, their hopes began to dwindle, realizing that their cries for help were going unheard. Eventually, the crew's physical strength started to deteriorate. The constant exposure to the elements, combined with the lack of food and water, weakened their bodies and drained their spirits. Despite their fading strength, the crew refused to give up hope. They clung to the belief that someone would eventually find them and bring them back from the brink of death. Sadly, the crew's ordeal ended in tragedy. One by one, the crew members succumbed to the harsh conditions, succumbing to exhaustion, dehydration, and the relentless assault of the sea. By the time a rescue ship arrived on the scene, only to find an unmanned Mary Celeste adrift in the ocean, with all the crew missing, it was too late. The Mary Celeste was a grim reminder of the unforgiving nature of the sea. The disappearance of the crew without a trace left an enduring mystery that continues to captivate and intrigue people even today. Theories abound regarding what happened to the crew, ranging from mutiny to piracy. However, the truth remains elusive, adding to the enigma of this haunting maritime tale. Number 3. The Kraken. The Kraken is a legendary, colossal, squid-like creature said to dwell off the coasts of Norway and Sweden in the North Sea. Its depiction in art often portrays the Kraken as a gigantic octopus, or squid-like monster capable of dragging down ships and their crews into the depths of the ocean. Despite having no direct physical evidence, sightings of giant squid and octopus-like creatures have persisted throughout history. The existence of the Kraken is shrouded in mystery and folklore. Early accounts of seafarers encountering enormous underwater beasts may have inspired these legends, while scientific skepticism prevails. The Kraken continues to capture the human imagination and appears in works of literature, art, and popular culture. Sightings of giant squid and octopus-like creatures in the North Sea may have contributed to the Kraken's legendary status. Giant squid are known to grow to immense sizes, reaching lengths of up to 13 meters and weighing several hundred kilograms. These massive creatures inhabit deep waters worldwide, including the North Sea. However, it's important to note that giant squid attacks on humans are extremely rare. The depth at which they live makes encounters unlikely. Furthermore, while squid are known to be aggressive predators, there's no evidence to support the Kraken's ability to drag ships and crews to the bottom of the ocean. So, is the Kraken real? Despite the lack of concrete evidence, some believe that the Kraken may exist in a smaller or more elusive form. Marine biologists continue to explore the depths of the ocean in search of giant squid and other mysterious creatures. But definitive proof of the Kraken's existence remains elusive. The Kraken represents the unknown and unpredictable nature of the deep sea, reminding us of the mysteries that still lie beneath the ocean's surface. Whether a mythical beast or a product of overactive imaginations, the Kraken's presence in folklore and popular culture ensures that its legacy will live on. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on our latest videos.